In terms of process, they'll have an initial visit from the agency, and then they'll, if that goes okay, then they'll go to Skills to Foster, which gives them generally an opportunity to have a trainer. You've done training for Skills to Foster, haven't you? Somebody who's an expertise in the area and can give them a realistic picture of what fostering is really about, and also make an assessment on their initial suitability. And if they get through that process and the reference phase, making sure the reference and all the statutory checks are okay, then they go into the Form F process, which is this very rigorous process, generally with about 8 or more visits by the social worker, some if they're a couple, some individually and some as a couple. And then all of that paperwork is presented to the panel of experts, and then we'll put them through the mill as well with a series of questions, then make our recommendation. But as a panel, we only make a recommendation, and the final decision sits with the agency decision maker on the final decision as to whether or not they're approved.
You stand to learn as much about yourself as you do about the children and their needs.
That does shock sometimes, but generally they come out and say actually it's been really worthwhile and they valued the process. It can be quite a difficult and challenging process, but generally they find it has been something that they really value in the longer term.
And Foster Care UK is you know, in terms of there are big players in the field, and I would say, you know, not belittling Foster Care UK in the slightest, but small, intimate, quality care.
I think it's that personalisation, you know, the levels of support and the kinds of training that's put on. I think the Foster Care UK carers have a big input into saying what kind of training and support they need, and I really think the agency management team take that on board, and also, you know, in terms of listening to the young people. For example, they've been awarded the Lilac Award for, you know, recognising listening to the young person's voice. So I think as an agency that they're really good at that as well.
I think you can get some real job satisfaction from making a difference if you stick to your aims, which is why you bother to go through the rigorous assessment process. If you really want to make a difference to young people, then you can do that and stick to why you wanted to be a foster parent, because actually love's what makes the world go round, isn't it, really?